Hi friends! So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about chameleon markers. They come in a bunch of about 5. You can get them singly at some stores, but you can get them mostly in boxes of 5 for around $25 at Michael's or at Hobby Lobby, or your other craft stores that carry that kind of products. Now, chameleon markers are not for little kids to play with. They're great if kids like to play with markers, but they will tend to not take care of them as well because they're not just like Crayola markers. So they're for people who want to invest in markers, whether it's drawing or coloring manga, or if you are into coloring, like that adult coloring, or if you're into card making. Either way, that's what you want to use these for. So chameleon marker is really awesome and it's versatile. Like I said, they come in packs of 5 for around $25, so that runs about $5 a marker. But when you go to Hobby Lobby or you go to Michael's, you can often get them on sale for 40% off if you have a coupon. One of the reasons I like these is because this barrel right here is refillable. You can get onto the chameleon.com website and you can get new ink that you can put in, and you can also get replacement nibs, which is the top part. Once you used for a while, they get a little bit used, especially if you're varying the types of paper. It does have a dual tip. You'll see that, I'm going to put my hand behind it there a little bit. You can see that that's got a fine point tip and it's got a brush tip. So the nice thing about that is that you have 2 markers in one, very similar to Copics if you're familiar with Copics, and I'll do a review of Copics here soon. But the thing about chameleons is that you have this top part, which is an alcohol chamber, and what it does is it pulls some of the dye out of the nib of the pen so that it goes from, instead of being that pungent pink or whatever color it might be, it is a lighter color. And then as you work with it, the color slowly comes back in to create a natural ombre effect. And you can keep affecting that by using it over and over again and covering it over and over again. But the key thing to remember is that these are alcohol-based. So they're alcohol-based, which means they're going to bleed through your paper very quickly, as well as they will stain your clothes and do things like that. So you want to be very careful with it. Okay, so the way to do this, I'm going to show you how to do it with the fine point end. Okay, so first let me show you the color it looks like by itself. This is the color. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the alcohol. You can see how it has a little white thing. You want it to click, and you want the alcohol end to be at the top so that it'll pull it up in a way. And the instructions that you get when you have these pens will have that. And it'll also have usually a little timer in it that tells you that if you put it on for 5 seconds, this is how much it'll pull out. If it's for 20 seconds, this is how much it'll pull out, etc. So it gives you kind of an idea, and it reminds you to put the white part on top. So I've had it on for a little bit, maybe 10 seconds or so, so I'm going to show you how it works. Okay, remember this is what I started with. Now I'm going to show you how it fades. So it's taken this whole length to get to almost the exact color it's supposed to be. So the cool thing about this, the reason I would want this is if I was doing the petal of a flower, let's say, and I wanted it to look like it's darker in the center and gets lighter as it goes. I'm going to put it back in my chamber like I had before. Okay, and I'm going to start here, and I'm going to slowly come in. Okay, and then I'll start darker. I'll go at the base and do it darkly. And then I'm going to put it back in my chamber, and I'm going to hold it there for a second. Okay, I'm going to flip this around so it's a little bit easier to see as I color. I'm still waiting on the chamber. Okay, and I can make it a little bit lighter up in here. And I can blend it down to this color. So we have that lighter pink at the top. Okay, and if I'm like, oh, that's not filled in quite as much as I want, I can put it back in the alcohol chamber again. And I can fill it so that it gives it more of a full effect. So that's how you would use the alcohol chamber to create sort of an ombre effect on a leaf or a petal. Again, this is what it looks like. And you can see my streaky marks, which you wouldn't want, but there is a blender pen that comes with it that helps blend it together so you don't have the streaky marks. So I'm going to create another video, and that one is going to show you how to use these bad boys called chameleon tops. So just check that out underneath, called chameleon tops, and I hope to see you soon. Stay colorful, stay curious.